What's going on, y'all, and welcome. Today I wanted to do a video to talk about the Last of Us Limited Edition DualSense PlayStation 5 controller. I think this is awesome. To answer the title, yes, I do think it was necessary. I mean, it's not a big deal. It's a cool thing. I don't see why not. With the whole Last of Us HBO series that's been coming out, I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of release the games again along with the controller to kind of keep everything flowing. Because a lot of people are discovering it for the first time, so I don't really see the big deal. You know, some people maybe give some backlash. Oh, they just want more money, but I disagree with that. I think it's cool that they did do a special edition controller, especially since I missed out on the PS4 one. And again, I think the PS5 one just looks so much better. The box in general, I think, is really, really nice. It's definitely a good piece to kind of like set up on the shelf. It doesn't designate The Last of Us Part 1 or Part 2, just The Last of Us in general. And on the back here, we have another picture of the controller itself with some of the grass that was actually on the PS4 controller on the grip. And then on the sides, which is kind of cool, if you look on the left side, we have Ellie when she was young. And then on the right side, or I guess this would be the left side actually, we have Ellie when she's older in part 2. So cool little detail there. Not much else going on inside the box. Other than that, when you pull this out, you just have, of course, your typical white box that all PS5 controllers are going to come in. And then the controller just kind of sits in here, kind of wobbles around a little bit, which is kind of weird that they did that. But I guess the sticks don't ever get damaged, so no big deal. And here we have it. You know, it's very, very, very nice for sure. I'm personally quite the fan. A lot of the symbols from the games are here. We have the wolf symbol from that's Abby she's a part of. I forget the name of the actual like gang or clan or whatever you want to call it that she's in. And then I'm not sure what this is. I don't know where this is from. I'm really confused about that. This of course is the firefly symbol. I just cannot remember. This is a moth, but I can't remember exactly where that comes from. Other than that, we have like some weapons, some of the items you use, like the brick, the flamethrower. We have a couple knives and shivs, a couple other guns, the banjo, which is pretty cool. Something I thought was really weird is that down here on the right side, there's like a little egg, and it looks like the egg from Jak and Daxter. I think that's just kind of it's supposed to be an Easter egg, so I thought that was pretty cool too. And this hat, I think that hat is from the Left Behind. I'm not too sure. If someone could let me know about that down below. But yeah, otherwise, I think it looks great on the front. We have the black and the white, which contrasts perfectly with one another. Of course, the triggers are also white. The sticks are white, which I don't really like the white sticks so much, but I don't plan to use this a lot because if you do use it a lot, these white sticks will probably turn like very dark and kind of nasty, grimy colored over time. On the back, it just says The Last of Us. And overall, I think it's a really nice controller. I'm definitely going to use it when I play The Last of Us. I played The Last of Us a lot recently, or not too long ago. Part 2 I played again. I really do want to play the Part 1 remaster for the PS5. I just haven't shelled out the money yet. But now that they've actually, I'm glad I didn't either, because they have now come out with a collection of the both games for the PS5, and I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's going to come out sometime in July. I'll put a picture up on screen, and I'll probably go ahead and grab that because I haven't bought the PS5 editions of those games yet, so to get them in one bundle is pretty nice to me, so I'll probably end up doing it. And other than that, I wanted to compare it to the other special edition controllers and kind of like see which one is the best. Which one do you think is the best? One other question I want to ask is that what game series do you want to see a special edition controller out of? Like Jak and Daxter or Ratchet and Clank? For me personally, I would love to see a Ratchet and Clank special edition controller. So some of the other controllers that I own special editions of are God of War, which was one of the first PS5 special edition controllers to come out. And I think this one's pretty awesome. The blue looks really nice. We have Atreus as both like a bear and the wolf, which is really cool. On the backside, we have God of War Ragnarok, which kind of similar to this, but this one doesn't designate a game like this one designates a game, because this one's specific to said game, whereas this is just kind of a general Last of Us controller. And then we have Astrobot, which I think is also great because this one doesn't really designate a game on the back either. We just have the Astrobot symbol. And on the front, this is definitely the most unique controller, with the grips being like a shiny, glossy plastic rather than a matte finish like the others. So definitely probably my favorite one is the Astrobot controller. Fantastic game, by the way. Did an unboxing of that guy, and that was a good video. Ooh, just kind of smacked this controller a little bit, but luckily we're okay. The Spider-Man 2 controller is very, very nice. I like this one a lot as well. It does not have the like a game designation on the back, which is kind of weird, kind of interesting that the others did and this one didn't. But nonetheless, also a really nice controller. I love how the buttons are white, and then like it's like the symbiote is taking over the controller. I just think that's awesome. And then probably my favorite one is the PlayStation 1 edition, 30th anniversary. If you look on the back, this one just says in small letters, PlayStation 30th anniversary. Definitely another favorite of mine. I love to match controllers to whatever game I'm playing. So anytime I play a PlayStation 1 Classic on my PS5, or even like the PS3, because these all do work on the PS3. They do work wirelessly and wired. Your results will just vary between wired and wireless, but you can hook this up to a PS3 or your PS5 or even a PS4 and play some classic PS1 games. So, like I said, I just love to match up the controller to the game. I have a bunch of other colors that I typically will match up to the game if there's not a special edition controller, which, of course, now that when I do play The Last of Us again, definitely going to use this controller. Though that probably won't be anytime too soon, but I will use it on my PS5 as I have the HBO Max application so that I can watch The Last of Us Part 2, which is coming out today. As I'm recording this, April 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So I have just about an hour and a half before that comes out. So absolutely looking forward to that. So let me know what you think about the controller. Do you think it was necessary? Again, I don't really see the big deal. I mean, might as well just throw it out there and get a couple more sales for, you know, the people who are still discovering the series. So really cool stuff out there, and let me know what you think. Let me know what other Sony brand franchise that you want to see a special controller out of. Again, mine's Ratchet and Clank for sure. Hopefully we'll get one of those someday. Thanks for watching, and let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you in the next.